Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
NC State's head coach told me before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Coming out with it, it's Carr. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it down to the end zone. The Demon Deacons offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So NC State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
At the 35, he's open. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Williams. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up
maybe a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Finding an escape route. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. The option, he'll keep it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Finds some fresh air. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Scott. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Lopez to pass. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over. First and 10.
Taking it the other way. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. On first and 10 from the 38. And some room to work. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked out at the 28-yard line. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Motion from the back. Jukes his way for more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. Got enough space. Touchdown, NC State. And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tyler. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Williams to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Williams looking for a man. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got room to work. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Pitt Panthers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive?
Found a seam on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Got it.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's Lopez to throw. Fires to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Fast completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Williams. Finding some room. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
139 Albatross.
Lopez wants to fire. Williams got it. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Tyler. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Lopez. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Looking for room at the 30. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Lopez. Fakes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Demon Deacons have taken it inside the 20. Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. Dances away. Nice move to keep running. And he's not going to be able to convert. Not down just inches shy of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing for it on 4th, Gio Lopez. Touchdown, Wake. Put 6 on the board. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have one left. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Past the 40. Got a little grass. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Wait calls a timeout, and they have no more to use. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break, and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the momentum you need to get back in the football game. It takes a little bit of luck. Got a good break there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Here's a little room there. Inside and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit home, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense. The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Inside the 25. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Handoff to the fullback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Using his legs, it's Scott. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks